So today I'm going to take you down the deep, dark world of American scams, which I initially discovered on TikTok. Actually, this was a TikTok thing that people were doing, and then I Googled it, and then it was on Reddit and BuzzFeed and everywhere. So basically today I'm going to react to the things that I came across, and I've done a little extra research on my Twitter. If you want to help me out with videos and stuff, join my Twitter.
You can't make me.
Today's video is sponsored by Surfshark. Surfshark is an app and browser extension that basically lets you place your laptop or phone anywhere in the world and lets you access the internet as if you were in that country. It lets you access and unblock websites and content that you may usually not be able to see. It also adds an extra layer of security when you're online to keep all of your passports, photos, and videos safe, lest you have any naughty things on your devices. Or just like things you don't want people to see. I'm currently in Spain and it allows me to access my favorite TV shows and the news over there, so I'm not out of the loop. It also allows me to access 15 different Netflix locations so I can see all the libraries. All I have to do is change my location and boom, there it is. It also doesn't allow me to be compromised by internet security. It's super easy. All you have to do is use my code Diane, which is in the description below, get 83% off and 3 months free. They also give you a trial period. They couldn't give you any more. It's genuinely really good. And if you're not using a VPN in 2021, you are missing out. Thank you, Surfshark, for supporting this channel. Okay, the first weird scam that came up that instantly grabbed my attention was gender-based marketing for products that don't need gender-based marketing. We have it to an extent in Europe, but nowhere near as much as you guys have it in America. I like to think myself immune to this, but I'm probably not really. Basically, gender-based marketing is promoting the exact same product to females and males and just packaging it differently. Usually for men, they'll make it dark and sexy, and for women, they make it pink and fluffy. What are they talking about? We don't like fluffy things at all. Probably the silliest example of this was when I saw them doing it for pens. I mean pens. They're pens. One product that I actually go the totally opposite way on is razors. Men get more blades on their razors, so if you're a woman, always buy the man razor because they're better than the women razors for some reason. The next thing that has been normalized in America is the 40-hour work week. 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, 5 days a week. In fact, the 40-hour work week is more like 50 to 65 hours on average. People work for most of their lives. They live to work in America. I have a hunch that after all this apocalypse stuff dies down with a lot of people working from home, that the 9 to 5 work week might end in a way. A lot of people will be working from home. That's just what I think, but I'm actually interested to hear what you think, so let me know below in comments. In Europe, every country has a different attitude to things. Here in Spain, they have a siesta in the middle of the day, and then they work later hours into the evening, but basically they get the nice part, the middle part of their day with their families if they wish. A lot of European countries have also introduced a system whereby if you get your work completed, you can just go home. They start the day with an amount of things you have to do, and when you're done, you can go home. Now I get that wouldn't work for every industry, but for a lot of industries it could, right? I'm genuinely interested to hear other perspectives on this, so let me know if you think it might work, and also what industry you're in and if it will work in your industry. This next one blew my mind because I took it to Twitter and oh my gosh, you guys wowed me. It's the cost of mobile phone plans in America and also data caps on American phones. So I put a vote up there, and what I basically understand from what you guys are telling me is that all you can eat data on your mobile phone plans is kind of a myth. Like, they will give you all you can eat, but after a certain point they will give you 3G instead of 4G and slow up your internet. Also, some of them seem to have hidden caps in their things, like they'll call it all you can eat data, but it'll actually be like 8 gigs of data a month, which is a lot, but not necessarily enough if you're watching movies all the time. On your Surfshark VPN, I'm sorry, I couldn't resist that one, it was just right there. Also, a lot of you are paying through the actual nose for your mobile phone plans. My Irish phone plan is €35 a month, and that's me going a little bit over what I could have paid because I was trying to be luxurious. For that amount of money, I can travel anywhere in Europe and make a certain amount of phone calls and texts. Those are capped, but there is a lot of them. I also get literally all I can eat data, so I have an unlimited amount of 4G all over Europe. Now, in America, it seems a lot of you are paying $100 and up. Some of you were paying around the same as me, but oh my God, I cannot believe how much you're paying. I think you guys are being ripped off. I'm pretty sure. That is definitely some scammery going on with your mobile phone plans. The next one is definitely a Western kind of scam, because we have it to an extent in Ireland as well, but for you in America, it seems like very extreme. So in Ireland, if you are self-employed like me, you have to file your own taxes, which is super annoying because somebody out there knows the answer, and if they didn't audit on me, they would be able to tell me exactly how much it is. And that's the case for pretty much all Americans, as I understand it. Like, if you know how much I owe, just tell me. Why do I have to spend so much time figuring it out for myself? But in Ireland, if you work for somebody else, all that work is pretty much done for you. You don't have to figure it out yourself. That's nice, isn't it? It'd be really nice not to spend 2 weeks trying to figure it out. That's how long it takes me to do my own accounts. And I have an accountant. But I still have to do some of it myself. I could be more organized through the year. I'm just not. I hate that stuff. Anyway, filing your own taxes seems really silly when they know the answer. The IRS knows how much you owe. So just tell the people of America and they can send you that much. It's like they give you a little test at the end of the year to see how well you're doing on your maths. The next major American scam is that you have to drink bottled water. In some areas in America, you can drink right out of the tap, but as I'm led to understand it, not all. Throughout Europe, most of us drink water straight from the tap, although you can have bottled water, and if you're feeling kind of snobby, as I do sometimes, you just prefer the taste of bottled water. This is a scam. This is an actual scam. I really think the taste of bottled water is psychosomatic, and I think I have fallen prey to that condition. I've been convinced that some water tastes nicer than other water. It's all just water. It all tastes the same. Oh, I'm brainwashed. But in America, you guys don't even have that option. Some of your water is not safe for human consumption. You cannot drink it because there's too much chlorine or too much fluoride in it. That's crazy. I feel like it should be part of the whole system over there that you can just drink the water, right? Like, that should just be like a given. It's your human right to have water, right? What if there was another apocalypse wherein you couldn't get bottled water, just like toilet paper of 2020, the 2021 bottled water ration? Okay, this next one is brought to my attention by Patreon, and I have to say, I just realized we do it too, and it is a big scam. You have to have separate insurance for your teeth and your eyes. Like, they aren't part of your body. Oh my god, I never thought of that before. I think in Ireland, if you buy insurance, you are covered for like a little bit of basic dentistry and a basic eye test, I think, depending on your plan. But in America, it's a whole separate thing. You have to buy separate health insurance for those different body parts. Why are those not included? Is it because they're different types of doctors? Surely a heart doctor and a brain doctor are different, but they're covered by the same type of insurance. This one really made me think. How about you? Just me? What do you think? The next huge scam that you have in America is televangelism. Oh my god. Oh, I actually didn't do that pun on purpose. It just came out of my mouth. So this one came up on one of the Reddit threads, but I'm going to put an addendum to it. I'd say televangelism with heavy marketing. Because I see the reason, if you want to spread the word about something like God, why you would want televangelism. But some of them just go overboard and are clearly to make themselves richer. I mean, there are televangelists who fly around in private planes and live in mansions. Surely that's a scam. I've watched one or two of those televangelist things and they're crazy. They're like, send us money, send us money, send us money. Love Jesus, send us money, send us money, send us money. That's wild. I don't think we have an equivalent of televangelism in Ireland. They do ask for money when you pass around the basket in church. And that's a whole thing in itself. But it has nothing on American televangelists. Those are wild. It blew my freaking mind when I discovered how much money some of those people make. The next thing that seems super scammy is advertising medicine. Now, I've talked about the advertisements themselves on this channel before and the massive disclaimers, but advertising medicine in and of itself seems super odd to us in Europe. When I go to the doctor, I don't request a particular medicine brand. I let the doctor tell me what medicine and brand they think I need to have. To us here in Europe, it would feel really strange to go in and tell this qualified professional what medicine you have diagnosed yourself as needing. And then they write down what medicine you need on your prescription and you go to the pharmacy and the pharmacist is able to offer you a home brand version of that medicine if they have it available. Like a cheaper version, they can offer that to you. Pharmaceutical sales reps do exist in Ireland, but they have a lot of codes of practice around them. They have to be very qualified. There have actually been calls to regulate the industry better in recent times. They can go in and promote their drug to the individual doctors, but I've never felt having a particular brand of drug pushed on me. I've always had the option to get just the generic version of the medication if I want to. Like when it comes to a cough or a cold, I definitely have medicines that I think, oh, I kind of need Nurofen or a Sudafed, like different brands of paracetamol and ibuprofen, but like that's just because you get colds and flus all the time, right? And the number one scam in America that came up is rent to own products. Oh my gosh, yes. Okay, so in Ireland, we do have the option to rent to own things, but like pretty much nobody avails of it because you're aware that by the time you own the thing, you'll probably have paid 2 or 3 times as much as you would have if you just saved up and bought it. The biggest example of this is cars. A lot of people lease their cars in America, and some of you do rent to own the cars, right? Now, recently I've been thinking about learning to drive, and a few problems have come up with that in relation to how to learn during this time of great apocalypse. But I brought it to a couple of people that maybe I would do like the Americans do and rent my car, lease my car, rent to buy my car. And everybody went, no, what? Nobody does that here. It was definitely a payment option on some cars, but then they explained to me that if I say bought a €5,000 car, by the time I paid it, it would have spent like €8,000, which is just silly really, isn't it? You're silly. I get that people might not have the money up front, but maybe just wait. It kind of goes hand in hand with the whole loan thing though that Americans have. And I understand why that whole system exists, because in order for you to do anything, you have to build up a certain amount of debt and pay it back to show that you're in the system and you can do it. But it's kind of crazy, right? Like, doesn't it feel a little scammy overall? It does, to me. It sounds that way, but maybe you have a different perspective on it. Let me know below in comments. That's it for today's video. I have a lot of questions, so I do hope you will let me know how you feel about things. Bye. It's so soft today. I'm wearing my soft jumper. I wish you could touch it. They meant touch-o vision, and then you could touch my jumper. Oh no, I can see why that would be exploited for other purposes. Feel free to follow me on my socials. Sometimes I do stuff there. Not the greatest promotion. Red leather, yellow leather. We can talk. We can talk. Talking is good. Talking is good. Where's my puppy? Hi! Wanna cuddle? I'm really soft. Soft, soft, soft.